Hey, everyone. Hey. It is your girl, Precious Williams, and this is the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. As you know, we go live every Sunday, unless something stands in the way, like a speaking engagement or a training. But let's get down to it today. I don't know about you all, but now that it's the summertime, I'm really enjoying the opportunity to reflect on things, right? And so today's episode is on speaker tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your speaking career. Now, I don't know about any of you all, but I've been a speaker since I was 16 years old, which means I have 26 years of professional speaking experience, right? I've done it internationally. I am a corporate trainer for some of the biggest companies in the world, the biggest tech companies, biggest financial services companies in the world. I am truly delighted by what I get to do. And, for the last week or two, I've been kind of having this inner dialogue with myself about the weeding and pruning process. As you know, we look in the Bible and, it talks about that. Like, everyone who starts with you won't end with you. What your journey is your journey and not anyone else's. And so for those of you who are new, let me just introduce myself to you all. I am Precious Williams. I am the proud founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. I'm a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. I'm a serial entrepreneur, an international professional speaker, a corporate trainer, and the proud 3-time #1 best-selling author of the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only series. And I love what I do. I never thought that something I started at 16 years old would be something that I still love today. But let me just share with you. So yesterday I was, speaking at a women's empowerment event with women in Canada and women in Texas, right? It was just wonderful. And I want to talk about an issue that we often don't talk about as far as speaking. And that's why it's called #speaker tales. These are like the tales from the trenches of speaking, right? And as a killer pitch master, my job is to help you slay all competition, whether you're a speaker, an entrepreneur, you want to launch your next beautiful now. And so the reason why I'm so excited about pitching still after all these years is because where some people say pitching is dead, I beg to differ. If you still see commercials, you're seeing pitches. So it can't be over, right? But what is over is the tied and through way of pitching, right? And so the reason why big companies, corporations, nonprofits, and foundations bring me in is because I come with a whole different type of flavor. I'm going to bring the energy. I'm going to bring the funk and the noise. But the reason why I want to talk about speaker tales is I was walking down the street today. I was coming back from getting my hair cut. And, I have been thinking about this for a while. But, yesterday I really thought about the weeding and pruning process. And sometimes as speakers, what we'll do is we'll take everything or we'll take nothing, right? And so I want to talk about what does it mean to weed and to prune in your speaking career, right? And we're going to go through this together. And so I'd love to see who's here today. If you are a speaker or an entrepreneur, put that in the chat, and also put your name and why did you come today. I have people who come every week. I have people who watch the replays, and I love it. The reason why people come to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show is because you're not going to get the same tied and through stuff that you hear from other people. So let me see what my guests are thinking and saying. Laura, hey Laura, I got the love candle on. Journey to love. Hey Laura, how are you? Hey, Lisa Bosa saying, hey, from Brooklyn, New York. I'm in Brooklyn too, Queen. So, ladies, we're not going to have okay, here we go. Okay. I'm here, Queen Vonda. That's my queen. Okay, so Vonda is my client, and I talked about her yesterday on my Facebook Live that I shared with LinkedIn Live. So, ladies, let's have a real conversation, shall we? Can we have a real conversation? So the reason why I think that this is such a powerful conversation is because often we look at our life, and as we go up the ladder or down the ladder, we'll start to notice who's really with us and who's not, right? The same thing applies to your speaking career. So I want to talk about 6 or 7 things that I think will really help you. And because it's a hot Sunday, I'm not going to keep you long, but I definitely want to go through this, and I really want your opinions on things. So my first question is, and goes back to #speaker tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your speaking career. You know that weeding is about pulling out the dead stuff, the stuff that's choking your career. Also pruning, taking out things that no longer serve you, right? Weeding and pruning. I want you all to fly higher than your wildest dreams. I don't want you all to sit and listen to gurus all day long and wonder why your career isn't taking off. Sometimes it's about taking action. Sometimes it's about taking a whole different approach. And that's why people come to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. So let's get into hashtag speaker tales. These are tales from the trenches. So number one, before we even get into the weeding and pruning process, I want you all in the comments to tell me, in addition to your name, whether you're a speaker or entrepreneur, where you're coming from, what type of speaker do you want to be? I'm not asking you where you are today. What type of speaker do you want to be, right? So, for example, I started off speaking at scholarship fundraisers, political events, and stuff like that when I was 16. Then I started speaking at conferences and summits and stuff like that, right? And that went on for years. However, about a year ago, I realized that I really wanted to speak in the corporate training space. Now, it took a while for me to be honest with myself, right? So some people want individual clients, high-paying clients for coaching programs. I'm gonna be honest, that's not me. It's not. And do you know what it's like to admit to yourself? First of all, y'all, this is why I'm asking the question. What type of speaker do you want to be? Do you want to be a trainer or a teacher? Do you want to be a coach? Do you want to be a keynote? Do you want to be a facilitator? Do you want to be a workshop leader? Do you want to do breakout sessions? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Not where you are, but what do you want to be? The reason why I ask that question is that they say without a vision, the people perish. And so what had been taking place in my spirit for years, when way back when, is that as I leave individual clients behind, like, everybody wants to talk about the high ticket coaching programs. The truth is, some of us don't want to do that at all. Some of us want to be in the corporate arena. Some of us only want to speak at conferences and summits. Some of us only want to speak in an academic setting. Where do you want? And I want you to think about this with crystal clear clarity. Even if you don't have an answer today, I want you to take some lessons from what this is about, the weeding and pruning process. And I'm going to tell you why it matters. What type of speaker do you want to be? I am now a corporate trainer. My biggest client is LinkedIn. So I know y'all see me on LinkedIn. They don't just give me things, but my name is put out there because I was able to do things on LinkedIn that most people haven't done. I doubled and tripled my connections in 1 year. So I think I'm close to 20,000. How does that happen? It wasn't me just saying, hey, connect with me. It was a strategic plan of how to do it. The people in my network are strategic. I strategically got with them. It's not like I'm accepting everybody who comes to me. The reason why that's important is because it's clarity. Where you are right now, you might not be excited about. And the only reason you're probably not excited is because you're doing something you don't want to do, but maybe you're afraid to go to the next level. So I'm giving you permission right now to do something that I had to do. My coach, Ty Goodwin, my coach, Danielle Fitzpatrick Clark, other people, Jamie Bennett, have heard me say for years, I want to play in a bigger playground. And some people are like, oh, it's all about the money. That's not really it. It's something to be associated with a big company when people swear up and down you could never get there and that they're coming to you. And I appreciate that, y'all, because I am teaching at a level. It's not just the beginner. I'm at intermediate and advanced. I am now training real estate companies, and and think about that. Had I not, finally made a decision, this is where I'm moving to, it wouldn't happen. So I want in the comments your name, where you're coming from, a speaker, an entrepreneur, and then what type of speaker do you want to be? Don't talk about where you are, talk about where you want to be. And and give me a why, because it matters. Okay, y'all, let me go in. Okay. Live with you today instead of the replay. You know how we do. Laura, entrepreneur who came to support you. Thank you so much, Laura. LinkedIn, let's go. Cynthia, an emerging national speaker. You better get it, boo. S. Shara Washington, I want to be an assertive speaker and not always suffering or doubting self due to imposter syndrome. Girl, Queen, sometimes I don't think it's imposter syndrome. Sometimes I think your light is just too bright. You don't even want to believe it, right? And you're not an imposter. Keynote workshop, love it. Transformational speaker in the educational arena, middle to high schoolers, love it. Y'all know when I start throwing it out there. Come on now, coaching high-paying clients, corporate training, and retreats. Get it, boo, Laura. Cynthia Terry, One-on-one is hard for me. I would love to be a corporate speaker in leadership, especially executive leadership. I love that. And see, Cynthia, what you're saying is something that I didn't know in the beginning. I just wonder, why do people go into certain things? But after a while, you pay dues, and also it's a lot. I don't want to have a job, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't want a job. I want to be able to showcase my talent, skill sets, and abilities and watch my clients fly at a bigger level, right? And so my individual clients that I have now, I want them because I've watched them fly. But just taking on any and everybody just because they can afford to pay me, that was when I needed money to pay rent. That's not where I am today. And remember, there's levels to the speaking game, y'all. So let me see what else y'all saying. Okay, hold on, y'all. Okay. LinkedIn user, I want to be known as a keynote speaker for the technology conferences as an expert on necessary change leadership revolution the world needs. So change doesn't have to suck. You better go there, Bondi. You know I know Queen. S. Shara, thank you, Queen. Georgette Lopez, Georgette entrepreneur, hoping to be a New York Times bestseller for books on marketing. Hold on, and educator and speak to tons of large audience. You better believe, Georgette, drop it like it's hot in these streets. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Okay, Lisa Bosted here. I'm great at explaining complex analysis. I'm an analyst and a math teacher. I'm very comfortable with geek talk. With my new venture, I need to be a top-notch cheerleader for my new venture. Get it? Top-notch cheerleader? This role is not second nature to me. I need to learn this new skill. Yes, Queen. All right, y'all. So let's go in. Let's go in. And for those of you who are new to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show, if you don't know who I am the Killer Pitchmaster. I'm a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. My clients and I have successfully appeared on Shark Tank, TED Talks, media around the world. They, have gotten corporate training contracts at places like EA Sports, eBay, LinkedIn, Google, Microsoft, that kind of thing. So I'm a killer pitchmaster because I will help you slay all competition. And I am from the inner city of St. Louis, Missouri. I had no frame of reference before me to go to college or anything, but I did it. You know what I mean? And so I'd love for you all to go to this website, pitchingforprofit.com. And you can take my free six question quiz and get a free customized report that will show you how to create the right pitches for you. It's called What's Your Next Pitch Power Play. And this is great for speakers and entrepreneurs. Get it. And when you take it, as I'm speaking. I'm not worried about none of that. You can always catch the replay, but take the quiz and tell me what it tells you, okay? If you take it, okay? Great. So let's keep talking about speaker tales. And remember, it's pitchingforprofit.com. Some of my queens already know how I get down. Put it in the comments for the people, okay? Number 2, who do you want to work with? Don't give me who you're working with now. Who do you really want to work with? And some of y'all already did that, and I love it. You talk about retreats and corporate events, but I want you to break it down even further. So as my client Bonda told you, she's like a radical change agent in the STEM space, right? So you're thinking, what is that? What does radical change actually mean? Does that just mean diversity in leadership? Does that mean a diversity of thought? Does that mean a diversity in terms of age, race, class, sex, gender, all LGBTQ, differently able? What does that mean, and how do you get there? There are a lot of people who are in different spaces, like let's say you're in the DEI space. People will come, and oftentimes they'll say, can you speak for free? Well, I don't know about y'all, but I've been a professional speaker for 26 years. I'm not out here to speak for free. I don't know why that's assumed that as a speaker, you shouldn't get compensated. But if I'm not going to be compensated, I want the right people to be in the room. And so I don't know about you all. One of the biggest decisions that I made is, who do I want to work with? So if I'm exiting the individual coaching space, where am I going now? And so that led me to be like, I want to work with and partner with the top tech, financial services, and real estate companies in the world. But I take the Fortune 500, I'll take it. You know what I mean? And so why would I do that? It's because once you're into those spaces, those kind of gigs keep coming, and you're getting known on a totally different level. Some people like popularity. I can be popular, but I want to be known by the right people. Because if you're kicking butt in one company or one nonprofit or one foundation, word can get out, and I show you how to make that happen in case it's moving a little too slow. Okay. And I'm very proud of my client Bonda, because Bonda recently did a TEDx and she killed it. And I'm doing a TEDx on October 18th, TEDx Butler. So I'm very excited. And the topic is reimagine. The reason why we must gain clarity and not doing these BS, like what your coaches say. No, I really want you to think think long and hard about it. Who do you want to work with? Because one of the things that happens as coaches, as entrepreneurs and speakers, you'll take anything without understanding that even if they're paying you, maybe it's not the right chemistry. Maybe you don't like a type of personality. These things are important. Who you want to work with and who you don't. What type of personalities do you match with? What times do you don't? If someone tells you a lie about something, are you going to work with them? Whether they pay you or not. Think about that, y'all. And I really want to see the answers in the comments. Number 3, this is about the weeding and pruning process. Are you specific about the type of speaking engagements you're seeking, or that you want and that you'll take? Again, let me ask that question. Are you being specific in the types of speaking engagements that you are taking or is being presented to you? Why is that important? As much as the weeding and pruning process is so important, if you accept everything that comes your way, paid or unpaid, you will suffer from burnout. You also will be in front of the wrong people who will never pay for your service, who will never big you up, who will never refer you, who will never be an affiliate. This is why it's important as a speaker. You know, as you're not, when you're novice, you just do your thug thizzle until you get to a certain level where you're like, hold up, I can't speak everywhere. For example, a lot of us are always inundated with virtual speaking engagements. I'm not hating it all. I've done it. My thing is, what value are you really bringing to it? Who are the people you're supposed to bring value to versus a general population? I am not here for the general population, and I think y'all know that about me. My personality is such that I don't mesh with everyone. There are people who want to put me in a box and put Black women, women of color, women period, Black men, men of color, white men period. We're not trying to be, no one wants to be in a box. So when people try to put you in, think about that. Is that the type of environment you want to be in? Do you want to be in a conservative environment? Do you want to be in a flexible environment? Do you even mind that? What type of personality? So when we talk about the specific type of speaking engagements, as you grow, you're going to start to see where you really need to be. Now, let me be honest with y'all. Some of y'all are going to fight it like, oh, well, you know, I need to do this for the kids. First of all, you're in business. You could never go and get an Apple computer and say, hey, all I got is $1. No, ma'am. So treat yourself with the worth that you treat other companies. If people cannot afford you, that's okay. And I know it sounds so hard. Oh, you like pressure. I got 26 years. I've had years where I got nothing. Let's not play that game. The reason why I'm coming at y'all like this is because I can do the platitudes all day long. I can just tell you, oh, it's all going to get better. But you still need steps, and you need to be asking a particular type of questions that's going to move the needle forward for you. So again, what type of speaking engagements are you accepting? What types are you requesting from your network? Are you being specific, or are you just saying, hey, I just need some speaking gigs? That's whack. I want you to be specific. I want you to go narrow. Because when you get narrower, the community that builds around you will start to talk to other people, and they'll bring you in. I'm living proof of that. I started off as a killer pitch master, teaching people how to pitch for pitch competitions. Turn that into creating to helping people become better speakers so that they can launch their speaking career. Turn that into being a 3-time #1 best-selling author, The Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for women entrepreneurs and speakers only. Turn that into corporate training contracts. Turn that into really being an international professional speaker, being flued out like an Instagram body. Do you hear me? To speak at different events. And let me just say this, when you build the tribe that fits your vibe, and when companies want to work with you, it doesn't matter what your hair color is. It doesn't matter, like, I'm professional grade. So if people are not coming professional grade to you, why are you giving them professional grade? I just need to understand. So I'm going to fall back. Those are the 3 questions I want you all to ponder and give me some answers in the comments. What type of speaker do you want to be? Who do you want to work with? What type of personalities do you work well with? Is it conservative, flexible? Doesn't really matter, but there are particular type of personalities you want to work with. Do you want to work with C-suite? Do you want to work with nonprofit executives? Or do you want to work with staff? Do you want to build up? Do you want to get a woman to the C-suite? Or do you want to get a woman to try and do her own thing? Do you want to help men step up their, professional attire? Do you want to be an executive coach? What do you want to do? And I want you to say this from a place of authenticity and not what people want you to do, your business coach or anything. What is it you really want to do? And the reason why I ask that question is because so many people have always told me what I was supposed to be doing. It feels so good to have a hot queen summer and do what I want to do. Do you hear me though? And number 3, are you specific in the type of speaking engagements you're taking, or are you taking anything? I'd love to see some. I see some comments, so I'm about to go in and ask. And let me just give you number 4. When you're speaking, are the right type of people in the room? Is your target market in the room, or is your next target market in the room, or is the people you speaking to will never be a part of your target market? When people ask you to speak, or you're being, vetted for speaking, ask those particular type of questions. Who's going to be in the room? Is it a free engagement? Like, ask those specific type of questions, because it really helps you to determine where you need to be. I suffered from burnout at the end of last year, and I felt like I couldn't go on because I took way too much on my plate. But the beauty is I 3 times my revenue, which was great. But this year I wanted to make sure that I worked smarter, because once you work harder, then you can know what smarter is. But if you just talking from the beginning, oh, I'm gonna work smarter, you ain't done nothing, so you don't even know. And remember, there's levels to this, but I'm very conscious of who needs to be in the room, right? Do political people need to be in the room with you? Do people who run companies, people who are middle management, people who make decisions, is that the people you need to be in the room? Then that's where you need to be. If you want to be in a room where they're great people, they're not necessarily middle management, but they have some pull at a company or a nonprofit or a foundation, or are you speaking to event planners? Are you speaking, like, these are the type of questions you want to know. But if it's general population and they don't know much, I want you to really think about that. Is that a place where you need to be? Am I asking good questions, y'all? Let me know in the comments, okay? And so as I'm getting ready to go and ask you questions, I want you all to remember to take my free quiz at pitchingforprofit.com. Also, there's going to be a We NYC, which is Women Entrepreneurs NYC, and a Black Entrepreneurs BE NYC. There's going to be an event that I'm the mentor of the session, and I'll be talking about marketing on July 29th. If you go to Eventbrite and you put in this, you can come. It's a free event, and I really love that I'm a part of We NYC and BE NYC, picked by the mayor's office. So I'm a mentor to the top women businesses and the top up and coming Black businesses in New York City. And some of y'all know it took a road to get here. I've still been out of homelessness less than 3 years, and to walk my way into being a mentor for some of the best companies in New York City, or the most promising up and rising. You know what I mean? And I don't want you to think I did this alone. I am a proud graduate of WeBo, Workshop in Business Opportunities. I'm a proud graduate of AMP NYC, which is Accelerator for Media Professionals. I'm a proud graduate of Enrich Her, the Business Finance Accelerator. I've done a number of programs, and just to be among the greats is a beautiful thing. And that's why who needs to be in the room? If you're not speaking to the right people, why does the mayor's office people know me? It's because I put myself out there for the right people. So question. So if you want to go to the free We/BE NYC event, get your tickets now. This will sell out. Okay, it's July 29th. So let me see what my peeps are saying. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this. Okay, hold on. Kenyelle, am I helping say that? Kenyelle, hey, how are you, Kenyelle? Great to have you here again from Jamaica. Christopher, I want to be trusted and sought after influencer in the sales and marketing realm for landscape professional. Oh, I really like that. You are so crystal clear. I love that, in the sales and marketing realm for landscape professionals. Oh, I've never heard that, brother. Get it, King? LinkedIn user, Vonda, I also want to speak to young women in STEM fields to inspire them to live their career journey their way with no fear of being the only one in the room. Vonda, I want you to also remind me to introduce you to Dr. Natasha Anderson. She's out of Atlanta, Georgia, and she's one of my former clients, and she has a podcast called Stemming and Stilettos, and she was able to, get, more paid speaking engagements under my tutelage, but she was also able to, start her podcast. She's written, I think, 2 best-selling books for kids in STEM. And I want you all to meet, because you all are operating in similar spaces, even though She is, oh God, what kind of engineer is she? I can't remember what type of engineer she is, but amazing. And there's too much grown woman magic and queendom there. So her name is Dr. Natasha Anderson. She goes by Dr. Tasha, Tosia, or Dr. Natasha, Natosia Anderson. Okay. All right. Then we have Laura pitching for profit. Thank you, Queen. My queens always come through, and my kings. Vonda, I want to work with top global leaders in the technology space to help them learn to lead change. Great. That's what I'm talking about. But another thing about you, Vonda, when we talk about learn to lead change, let's be specific about the type of changes that they need to lead. Okay. And if all we're going to do is pay lip service, me and you've talked about this, you ain't paying lip service. So they got to come ready. Right. LinkedIn. Thank you. www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. See, my peeps always. Okay, I just took the quiz. Strategic engagement. I love it. Thank you, Georgette. LinkedIn use. I want to work with leaders of integrity. Ooh, I love it. Okay, LinkedIn use. Wait, hold on. It's like my computer. Wait, hold on. Sorry, y'all. Keep it a buck, Queen, all day. Laura, I serve authentic and courageous executives and leaders that are committed to improving their quality of life personally and professionally within a flexible environment. Yes, Laura. Yes. And you know what's funny? Sometimes when you hear certain words, you're like, is that me? And it really is them. You know, they might be in an environment where they don't feel that they can be authentic and courageous or go out to do something amazing. Yes, Queen. Hold on. Let me just, yes, Fresh. Thank you. In the long run, I will absolutely hire someone to be my cheerleader. I want to run the business, not pitch it all day. I know that's right. Of course, I know that I have to do both. Understood. I think that's Lisa. LinkedIn, Lisa, yes. LinkedIn user. I am taking notes like always. LinkedIn user, I really want to move youth and their families from generational poverty to generational wealth, hopelessness to manifestation, and dead end life to transform. Oh, I like all that. Oh, love it. LinkedIn user, I love you, Queen. Okay. So y'all, we're going to come up on, I know we're at 27 minutes, but I definitely just really want to talk about, I really want to make sure that we're talking about the, hashtag speaker tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your speaking career. Why is this important? I don't want you to waste your time on supposed opportunities that really are not opportunities for you. Sometimes the return on investment has nothing to do with you, and people know that, so they'll use your name, but there's no way that people are going to come to to see you for who you really are. And I don't know about any of you all who are speakers. I know that we've all given our time to things that didn't turn out right. And I'm not saying you got to get paid massive amount. That's not what I'm saying. But if nothing happened or didn't move the needle forward, or as you were talking, you knew that you were in the wrong room, I want to eliminate that. I also want to eliminate people just sending people to you without vetting them in advance, right? We've all got people who come and say, hey, I need that speaker. Oh, you need my friend. Make sure they do the vetting in advance so that you're not speaking on the phone to someone who's never going to work with you. What does it say? Rest in peace to conversations that ended right after the prices started talking. Okay. Number 5. Beware, my kings and queens. Beware of speaking just to speak. That goes back to, are you taking every engagement, whether it's paid or unpaid? It's whack. Don't do it. One of the things that Sharon Monet of hashtag Pen Legacy, penlegacy.com, my book coach, my publisher and everything. One of the things that she tried telling me with my first book that I didn't understand is that there will always be people who want you to do things for free, or that want to take advantage of your name. And if you don't nip that in the bud, if there's no return on investment, you're wasting your bright light. You're wasting your bright light. I'm not saying that every engagement has to be paid, but it has to be of value to you too. To you too. And I'm not telling you can't speak at charities. You can do all that. Just make sure that the ratio makes sense. If you're doing all your speaking for free, I need you to be a novice. But if you're doing, or be a politician, that's it. But if you are growing as a speaker, I need you to put a dollar amount on your name. I don't care if you say, hey, they got to pay me $500 $500. That's when you become a professional speaker because you're getting paid for it. You something that the great Dr. Sherwood always told us. She said a public speaker does it for free, a professional speaker does it for pay. So even if you charge $100, what you want to do is put some respect on your name and have others put some respect on your name. Is speaking the only profession people think that everyone should do it for free? No, ma'am, and no, sir. It took us years to get to where we are. We're coaches, consultants, entrepreneurs, speakers. It took us years to get here to make it look effortless for everybody else. I don't know about y'all, but how many times do you ever watch people on television and it looks so easy, and then when you do it, it's because they're professional grade. Treat yourself as a professional. So if you're speaking just to be speaking all day and all night, dead it. Hang it up. Flat screen, like Nicki Minaj says, hang it up. We're not doing that no more. That's a part of the weeding and the pruning process. And this is a corollary point to that. Here's a similar point to that. If you're hanging around the same people who keep telling you the same things year after year, I question them and I question you. Move on. As you go up this ladder or you slide back, the thing that's going to keep you going is people seeing your grind and your consistency. If the only thing consistent about the people around you is they talking a good game, but they moving the needle, you're in the wrong network. So speaking just to be speaking just to be like, F all that doesn't work. My kings and queens, it doesn't. So, and number 6, be focused on the topics that you want to expressly speak on, and make sure they're not generic. So all of us know what the top speaking topics in our area are. I love people who can see beyond today and go into tomorrow. But also with the names, they should be popping, right? They should be something that makes it stand out. I don't care if you're in financial services or anything like that. Listen, I speak to financial services companies all the time. And one of the things that I stress is I'm not asking for people to become Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. But if you all using the same language, you get treated just like everybody else, average, random, and ordinary. So my topics usually are about pitching, or how to take your pitches from trash to cash. Pitch please, the art of the killer pitch, or how to successfully pitch anything, or pitching with confidence. And then I can talk about marketing and branding and visibility and stuff like that. But people know me in this realm, and then they started to branch me out into other realms. So you start narrow and you can branch out once people see how great you are with that, right? And so I don't want you to be all over the place. Oh, they speak on this, so they ask me to speak. Like, I can't speak on leadership. Honestly, I can't. You're like, oh, no, you can't. No, I can be a case study, but that's not my zone of genius. I'm someone who got it out the mud. So I'm not like, I can't give the step-by-step of overcoming being almost murdered by my mother. All I can tell you is I did it because there was something in me that burned brighter than my past. And I knew that I was destined for more than what the hood of St. Louis said I was. I had to come all the way to New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, UNC Chapel Hill, University of Iowa, Santa Monica, California, Milan, Italy, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Perth, Australia. Like, I had to go all over the world to truly find what had always been in me. I'm different. And that's what I want you all to do. And number 7, embrace your difference. You're going to meet too many people who want you to be motivational speakers or any of those other kind of speakers. Claim what type of speaker you are and go ham and cheese on people. Be on your inner Kanye all day, every day. Do you? Ham it up. Do you? Ham it up. And so those are my lessons for today. I would love to see what you all are thinking in the comments. And again, I wanted this to be a shorter thing today because I know it's hot outside, and you all, I want you to have a hot king and a hot queen summer. Enjoy your life as we are building our businesses and growing and scaling and starting and all that kind of stuff. I worked so hard for so many years and people didn't know who I was because I was so robotic. Do you know how much it feels when your friend brings you your flowers while you're still alive? That you can sit at a rooftop restaurant, someplace you couldn't afford years ago, and to eat and to chop it up, and the rain is pouring and you're at this beautiful spot, and then you go to the grocery store, you chop it up with the meat department, and y'all singing and having the Voice and American Idol session. Like, that's fun to me. We work so hard. Enjoy your time. And as a speaker, that's why you should weed and prune your speaking career. I want you to have fun. When I go on stage, I have so much fun, y'all. I can't even express to you how much fun I have. When I virtually teach, I have fun. But there is nothing like getting on that stage and kicking ass. Do you hear me up? So I would love to see what the comments are. Don't forget, everyone, I'm getting ready to go to the comments. Don't forget, if you're new, this is the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show, a show dedicated to giving you the no fluff, no bull approach to pitching, business pitching, visibility, marketing, and branding. I'm going to come at you from a totally different perspective. And I just want you all to know we do this every Sunday. We offer real tips, tricks, and techniques. And if you would like to work further with me, you can always go to my website, which is www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. If you would love to schedule time on my calendar, just go to my website and go to the schedule bar. The bar, and just schedule time on my calendar. Again, if you want to learn more about pitching and how I truly became a 13-time national champion who appeared on Shark Tank, CNN, Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, movies, documentaries around the world, listen, I can truly share that with you and share, your unique path to getting there. I don't want you all to be booked and busy. You remember we go talk about booked and busy? No, I want you all to be booked and blissful. Do you hear me though? So please take my quiz at pitchingforprofit.com. You can take it as we're talking, and please let me know what it shares with you. Okay. Also, if you are a black entrepreneur or a woman entrepreneur in the New York City area, I'm not sure if people can come from other places. It's a free event, and you get to see me mentor people in the art of pitching and marketing. Okay, so come through. And also, for those of you who don't know, I'm a 3-time #1 best-selling author of the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only series. My 3rd book is Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches Playbook to Convert Conversations into Currency. I'm so excited that 2 of my books were reviewed by Forbes magazine. 2 of them had billboards in Times Square, and they've been purchased by everyone from the federal government to the Federal Reserve Bank to Google, LinkedIn, Microsoft, Intuit. Come on now. You would never think with a title like that, but that's what I tell you. When you create your own lane and you have credentials, who gonna check me, boo? Okay. So let's see what y'all talking about. And I'll show you the books in a second. I just want to make sure that I address any questions that may be in the room. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Okay. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay. I love you, Queen. Thank you, Laura. Hey, your time. Please believe. Treat yourself as a professional. Precious Elwin, Killer Pitch. But thank you, Laura. My zone of genius. Get it, boo. Chaplain. Hello, Queen. Teach return on investment. Wait, I'm sorry. Teach return on investment. Today, I'm worth more than my weight in pay. Get it, Chaplain. Get it, Chaplain. Belinda. Yes. Get it. And you can't just say it. You got to operate in that. It's not enough to tell women and men, know your worth. Well, if you ain't asking for it, you don't really know it. You really, really don't. Ask for it. You won't have people who will tell you shouldn't be charging this and that. But you listen, there's some people y'all would never say that to. So I need you to boldly say a price, a number. You might think it will never go down. You better say something. Know your worth, but actually ask for it. You know how many times when people told me they couldn't afford to pay me, and I should just accept it, and I just had to dig in because God kept telling me there's more coming. You can spend your time doing all of this, or I can bless you with something big. Keep saying no. It gets easier and easier, but you got to say it. Listen, user, be my inner Kanye all day. You know what time it is, Georgette. I needed to hear this today. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing more. Yes, Queen. Every Sunday. Okay, unless I'm training or speaking in another state. Okay. Jason Hyde, this is fire. Thank you, Jason. I'm so glad you're here. Eshara, this spoke to every part of me. Eshara, thank you for your blessing. No, thank you for being a blessing to me by showing up. Laura, thank you. Awesome, precious. # speaker tells. Yes, Chaplain Belinda. Thank you, as always, love and blessing. Yes, Jason Hodge, love your authenticity. LinkedIn user, booked and blissful. Give it up for Ty Goodwin. She gave me that. She said, Precious, we ain't about booked and busy no more. She said, you booked and blissful. You're speaking of value. Great word for me. Yes. So y'all, I will be right back. I'm going to go and show y'all my books just so for people who, have never seen it. So let me just come off camera for just a second. I'm right here. Just give me a second. Okay, y'all. And I'm going to let y'all go. I just think it's important that as a killer pitch master, I show you what time it is. Y'all heard? All right. All right, y'all. I'm back. 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 Okay, we're coming back with a vengeance. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Sometimes you'd be working so hard you forget that you don't have all your stuff with you. So everyone, this is my first book. It's called Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only. And I'm so proud that this book is a 4-time Book of the Year finalist in business, economics, and sales. And that Forbes magazine even wrote about it in an article called Pitching is Bitching. When have you ever seen Forbes magazine write an article on a book such as this? That tells you it's not urban literature. It is a really true testament to what is pitching really? What is the psychology behind pitching, right? And once you identify out of the 7 branding personas of pitching, then you're ready for Bad Bitches and Power Pitches, the workbook. This book gives you prompts to start creating pitches specifically for you, not for everybody else, but for you. So if you're getting ready to launch something, if you're getting ready to transition into another form, I want you to think about, you can't talk to the old audience the way you talk to the new audience. How I speak to corporations is not how I speak to individuals, right? So this book has you covered from media to elevator to investor pitching, sales pitching, interview and speaker pitching. I'm telling you, this is where it's at, right? And then my third book is called Pitching for Profit, the Bad Bitches Playbook to Convert Conversations into Currency. The reason why this is my third book, as y'all know, 3 is like a powerful number for me. The reason why this book is so great is because I finally put myself on the cover. I was always afraid that people would make, just like, oh, Black woman, oh, it's going to be something. And I'm so proud to have this on here because it shows me winning. 3 years ago, I was homeless. I'm not anymore. I went from making no money to being an international professional speaker, booked and blissful, 3-time #1 best-selling author, and in less than 3 years, I've written 3 books. So having Forbes magazine and big companies and corporations reaching out to me because they saw something different. This is why Pitching for Profit is your 3rd book. Because once you get your pitches together, it's time to start getting affiliates, referrals. It's time to be able to teach people how to pitch you to other places so that when people contact you, it's not a question of can you do it? It's a matter of what them dollars like, what them dollars at, what them dollars at. So they know you're going to come with the influence. They know you're going to come with the impact. Now it's can we afford you, which is better question than we ain't got no budget, so we just going to ask you to do it for nothing. Do you hear what I'm saying? Weeding and pruning. There's nothing against speaking for free, y'all. There's nothing against that. If your ratio is you're doing more free stuff, I need you to be a novice. But if you're experienced, I need you to teach people how to see you as bringing value. That's why you can't have generic topics. You've got to go deep into your craft. And that's a product of weeding and pruning. And that's why, you see my triple threat, my bit.ly /triple threat PPP is because I want you to know how to truly pitch yourself in different environments. I don't want you to think all I can do is elevator pitching or media pitching. I am a master in all forms of pitching. And that shows you because I have not paid for PR. And I gotten all those things. It's because I'm very good at my craft. And so are you. Some of y'all just need a swift kick in the pants just to tell you, listen, you ain't got to take what people are giving you. Start creating your own lane and watch the world fall at your feet. Is it going to be easy? No. Did I ever think I had a 10-year plan when I walked out of homelessness? God was like, 4 months, we're going to do this. I'm speaking to Viacom and I'm like, how in the world did this happen? Because he placed me in the right environments. Think about that. So again, I want to welcome you all. Welcome you all to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. Today's episode was all about speaker tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your career. Just like in the Bible, things have to be weeded and pruned. You can't have the same people, places, and circumstances around you all the time. Where I was in high school is not where I am at 42. Who I used to engage with is not who I engage with now. My mind is forward focused. I love the beauty of today. I'm so thankful that God gave me another day. But I would be disrespecting God if I didn't lay out what he placed on my heart to share with you. I didn't know who God was until I was homeless. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? And while I was mad and upset, he was like, you be mad and upset all you want to. I'm about to bless you, but you got to do it my way. and you have to share with others so that they don't think that if they don't have money, if they don't have connections, it can't be done. It can be done. You got the greatest connector in the world. The greatest connector. He connected me to people that I'm still stunned like, what? You're contacting me from the other side of the world saying, we need your help. We need you to help us. How do you find me? Because that's God. I'm in my zone of genius now. I'm not trying to be Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Lisa Nichols, any of these people. I'm Precious, the killer pitch master. And people seek me out for pitching, marketing, branding, sales, and visibility through the art of pitching. So when I say pitch, please. Do you hear me though? So I want to see if we have any more comments, and then I'm gonna let you all go because I always say I'm gonna do 15 minutes and we be going an hour. Y'all know how we do. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. All right, let me just go. Wait, okay, wait, hold on. Let me just do this. Sis, you are on it. Break it down. Oh, yes, have time. Derek Solomon, awesome sister. Thank you so much for being here, Derek. Jason, say that. Okay. Yes, so I want you all to know I thank you all so very much. And if you could do me a favor, we're just going to go over a couple of things again. Remember, this is hashtag Speaker Tales. Hashtag Speaker Tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your speaking career. You are watching the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. And if you all are new here, please take my free quiz assessment. It's 6 questions. So you can go to pitchingforprofit.com. You just take my free short 6 quiz questionnaire and you'll get a customized report that'll tell you how to start pitching better for yourself, whether you're launching a book, a business, a brand, a product, or service. You need these tips, tricks, and techniques. In addition, I have written 3 #1 best-selling books on the art and science of pitching, and it can go from beginner to advanced. And so as you start your journey in pitching, no matter if you're going for a job interview, if you're selling something, if you're selling anything, if you want to get media attention, these are the 2 books that you should start off with. But also, as you get better, the 3rd book. So I have the triple play. It's available. All 3 are $77. And you get that at my bit.ly link /triple threat PPP, because this is a triple threat. Whereas people are giving nice platitudes and telling you you can do it, this is going to give you the step-by-step ways of how to do it. And I did walk out of homelessness on September 1st, 2018. And it is July 18th, 2021. It's been less than 3 years. And so I'm thankful to God that he blessed me with the right people who, kicked me up my butt and said, hey, it's time. It's time to put everything that you did before, you're going to do it again. And you're going to do it his way. Do you see what I'm saying? And finally, just for those of you who may be in the New York area, it's a virtual event with We NYC and BE NYC, which is Women Entrepreneurs NYC and Black Entrepreneurs NYC. There's a free mentoring event on marketing and pitching that I'll be doing on July 29th. It's free. It's a part of the city of New York's government on helping the next generation of women entrepreneurs and Black entrepreneurs. And I'm honored to be less than 3 years out of homelessness. And I am considered one of the top businesses in New York City for women and Black entrepreneurs. Okay. And one of the greatest things about when the right people know you, when I shot the MasterCard priceless ad campaign this year, I just couldn't believe it. I was like crying because I said, MasterCard just basically said I'm priceless. I mean, I knew that, but just think about that. And it goes back to Speaker Tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your speaking career. Get rid of the things that don't serve you, even if you're afraid to, because I'm gonna tell you what God will do. He'll do something abrupt. You'll be like, when I went broke, when I was a severe alcoholic, I've been clean this over 4.5 years. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of what he was able to do. But I keep it a buck with you. I'm not here to give y'all platitudes. I'm just not. So let me see what y'all are saying, and I will let you go. Let me see what my peoples are saying. Chaplain Belinda, God focus. He will order your steps. Peach, please. Pitch, please, Dr. and Chaplain Belinda. Preach. I love it. LinkedIn user just took the quiz. My results are in. Yes, Laura. Priceless, precious. Thank you, Queen. You are priceless. Thank you all. And if you all know people who should be here every Sunday with me, just type their names in the comments. I will not reach out to them, but tell them why they should be here and what you may have learned or why you think they should even watch. As some of you know, August, September, October, November, I'm going to be flued out like an Instagram thotty. I'm speaking at a lot of different physical live speaking engagements, and I'm so delighted to be back on a physical stage. I am so delighted that because I've asked for my worth, that there is no hot stepping around it, and the ability to say no when it doesn't serve you. It can serve a lot of other people, but if it doesn't serve you, if it doesn't move the needle forward, the answer is no. I love you all. You want the bit.ly link again? Okay, hold on. Let me just get the bit.ly link. And here's the thing, y'all. If you miss the triple threat link, okay, so if any of you miss the links, type it in the comments. Hey, Precious, what are the 3 or 4 links you gave today? And I will personally, probably by the end of today, I will put it in the link under your comments. Okay. So if you need specific links, let me know. I will put it in for you. And I really would love if you all would, purchase my books. I mean, they've already been bestsellers, but there's something about when a book you wrote 2 years ago is still a bestseller. I just don't even know what to say about that, right? I'm Black on both sides. There's nothing ambiguous about me. And being able to prove that God can take the impossible and make it look easy. So I love you all. Please, if you need the links in the comments, just let me know. Say, hey, Precious, I need that book, triple threat book link. Hey, Precious, I need the July 29th free event. Hey, Precious, I need the pitching for profit. Hey, I need that or whatever. And just so you all, I also have a merch line too. It's on Shopify and it's Perfect Pitches by Precious. So if you like nice little cups, mugs, pitch please. Pitch, please. And cups, mugs, purses, blankets, all that kind of stuff, bags. I got it. So anyway, I love you all. Let me just make sure that I've addressed every comment. Y'all know how I feel. I always will. Chantel Walker, thank you, Queen. Jason Hodge, that's awesome. I'm so delighted to be here with you all again. Welcome to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. I am your proud host, Precious Williams, the Killer Pitchmaster. It is an honor. And today's episode was on #Speaker Tales, the beauty of weeding and pruning in your speaking career. I wish you all much success in your speaking career. Weed and prune accordingly. Love you all.